Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you. Of course, we are pleased to be joined by Connor Mosack. How's it going, man?
I'm doing well. How are you, Casey?
I'm good, man. You've been doing a lot of stuff this year in regards to late models, Trans Am. You also did some ARCA stuff. Overall, I know that the ARCA program that you didn't go the way that you wanted it to specifically, but overall, how do you think you did with running for Youngs?
I mean, at the beginning of the year, our main goal is just to run all the laps and learn. I don't think we were really too worried about how competitive we were. Obviously, I think more of the top 10 would have been more ideal, but I feel like the one race we had a lot of speed at Michigan. We ended up having a failure there mechanically. So then the other three were Dover was okay, especially being the first one. The other two definitely would like to have ran a little bit better, but I feel like I still learned a ton, especially at Kansas as the race went on and changing lines, that sort of thing. Got to run in the air a lot. So I feel like I'm a lot more prepared to run in a better car now next year and hopefully be competitive then.
So going into this next portion of it, I know you're also running this weekend, last race for you in the Trans Am car. You're going to be heading to COTA, where Formula One was just at.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, how excited are you to run that track?
I'm really excited, especially now NASCAR runs there, so it's a really important track to be good at. And obviously with Formula One racing there, it's a pretty big venue, and I think Austin's a great town. So overall, I'm really looking forward to going and checking it out.
Yeah, for sure. You've been doing pretty good for running for the Scott Legacy team down there. I know that you've had a bunch of teammates as well. I know Sam Mayer was your teammate for a couple of races as well. But overall, how do you think your year has gone for you so far?
I think the Trans Am season's been really good. I think, I would have liked to been a little bit closer in the points championship. We just had some bad luck in a couple of races that really took us out. And one mistake I did took me out of a race, and then had 2 or 3 mechanical failures. So really, whenever we run all the laps, we've never run worse than 4th. So we've always been, pretty much in contention for the podium, and then obviously got our win a couple weeks ago at the Glen. So hopefully we can end the year here with one more. So
I know that you might be done with Trans Am this coming weekend, but talk about your schedule for the remainder of 2021.
Yeah, obviously we got COTA, and then I'm doing 2 more late model stock races at Florence for the big race down there, the 400, and then the big race at Southern National Thanksgiving Classic. I just wanted to get back in the late model for some more laps here at the end of the year and prepare a little bit for next year.
All right. Speaking of, I know next year has been a topic of conversation, especially now with most of the seasons ending. You told me the last time we talked, I know you're gaining toward looking at ARCA. Where are we at right now in terms of where you're going to go for next year?
We have it pretty narrowed down. I think we're planning on running like 10 or so ARCA races, and then I think we're going to try to run a few truck races as well, maybe on the road courses at first, and then an oval or 2 in the fall. But that's kind of something we're still deciding on. Depends on the team we end up with as well, what they want to do. So that's kind of the goal, and then we'll fill in maybe 4 or 5 Trans Am races, and then just some late models in the off weekends.
Yeah, man. So obviously we'll keep you updated on that. But going into this weekend at COTA, what do you feel like you have to do? Because as you said, this is a track that NASCAR runs at. This is a track that a lot of racing series run at. But what do you have to do to have a good day there?
I think COTA is a really tough track to learn. I think it's so many turns, and they're all kind of similar looking, but none of them really drive the same from what I hear. So I think learning the track is key, which I've been on the simulator a lot, trying to learn it as best I can on there, watching in-car footage, that sort of thing. Then we're actually getting to go down there a day early and run some laps in like a Mazda MX-5 type of deal. So I think that'll be some valuable laps before we get in the Trans Am car. And I think if we can get up to speed before the first practice, then we'll have a good shot at doing really well. And Scott and then I've been fast there in the years past. So I think our cars will be good, and we'll have a good shot.
All right, Connor Mosack, thank you so
Yeah.
much, man, and good to talk to you. And we'll good luck this weekend at COTA.
Yes, sir. Thank you.